President Donald Trump had harsh words for the Florida deputy who stayed outside while students were being massacred inside the Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School.
And as Nikki Battiste reports, teachers are trying today to get the school ready again for class.
Teachers were allowed back in their classrooms for the first time since the Valentine's Day shooting. Their return comes as the Parkland, Florida community struggles to understand why an armed officer did nothing to stop the massacre that killed 17 people.
He certainly did a poor job.
President Trump commented from outside the White House.
If that's a case where somebody was outside, they're trained, they didn't react properly under pressure, or they were cowards.
The Broward County Sheriff says during the shooting, Deputy Scott Peterson stayed outside of Building 12 on the west side for about 4 minutes. The shooting lasted about 6. Peterson has been suspended without pay. First responders who did rush to the scene came forward to share their stories. This officer's wife and son were in the school when the gunfire started.
By the grace of God, when they walked out in the hallway, they found each other. And they were able to shelter in place.
Officer Tim Burton helped rescue injured victims.
We went into the band room where there was 50 to 100 kids all hunkered down, so happy to see us.
In Tallahassee, Governor Rick Scott announced a plan to improve school safety.
I want to make it virtually impossible for anyone who has mental issues to use a gun.
The high school plans to resume classes next week, starting to face what some have called the new normal. Nikki Battiste, CBS News, New York.
And President Trump addressed some of his most ardent supporters this morning when he spoke at the Conservative Political Action Conference.
Well-trained, gun-adept teachers and coaches and people that work in those buildings. You do a concealed carry permit.
Much of the president's speech focused on his plan to stop gun violence at American schools by putting guns in the hands of some teachers. Many here agree with the president's proposal, but not all of the president's ideas are popular. Many are against the president's plan to raise the age to buy some semi-automatic weapons from 18 to 21. The president received a standing ovation.